Joydeep Mukherjee on behalf of Revsportz. Now this is going to be a really interesting one, and I hope I need your full attention on this one. The reason being that I'm going to get into the details of what the difference is between a red ball and a white ball. Often I'm asked as a cricketer, a cricket ball is a cricket ball. How can it be so different? Let me tell you, they're chalk and cheese. Now here is a red SG test ball with which we play test cricket. And and Ranji Trophy and first class cricket is played with this ball. Now this is a Kookaburra ball with which one-day cricket is played, T20 cricket is played, not only international but also domestic. So the Indian players, the domestic players are also used to this. Now this is a very expensive ball. This is a $200 ball and this is strangely a $40 ball. Now when they're both new, they look really good. Okay. Now what happens to it? Both of them have gone through 14 overs of play. Look what has happened to the white ball compared to the red ball after 14 overs. Now there are two reasons for that. One is that the white ball cricket is all about scoring runs, so it's all about belting the ball and hitting the boundaries and big shots. The wickets are also flatter, so not much happens off the pitch. With the red ball, a lot happens off the pitch. So that's why this red ball, as you see, barely has any marking after 14 overs. Now I give it a nice sweat and rub it on my white flannel, and this will look even better. And that's why this is one ball with which you can play 80 overs. 80 overs with one ball. Okay? Whereas for a one-day game, we need two of these, 25 overs each. For some reason, they've not been able to make a Kookaburra ball that can last 50 overs, the whiteness and the hardness of it, just not the color but also the hardness of it. Now a very interesting point here is, as you can see, the wear and tear on this ball is a lot after 14 overs. So now let me just put this away and take this red ball out and tell you, this is a 14 overall red ball. Now the new one, when I spin it, look at it's a red ball with a sort of a dark yellow seam. So now when I spin it, as a new bowler, I'm playing the slower one. Spinner coming into bowl with the new ball. Some teams do it all the time in first class cricket. Chandran Pandit, the super coach, he always starts Ranji Trophy with the spinner. I can see which way it's going. Is it going this way? Is it going the other way? What's happening with the ball? I can easily make out. Now when that ball becomes 14 overs, barely any difference. I can still see. The contrast is still pretty much there. Now let me come to the white ball. Now white ball, when the spinners start, the contrast is somewhat there, as I can see it. Okay, so that's why you will see most of the mystery spinners coming in bowling after the power play. Why? Sunil Narine, Rashid Khan. Why? Kuldeep now more so. Because you want that ball to really scruff up a little bit, get the color. I'll come to that in a bit. But this way, you'll see the more traditional spinners bowling in the 6 overs. Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja, maybe the odd over. No mystery about them. Their accuracy, their guile, everything is there. But there's no mystery. There's no mystery to Ravindra Jadeja. So now, when I spin this, I know which way it's spinning. When you do this, I can sort of see the seam. After 14 overs, look at what's happened to this ball. With so much of green on the ball and the scruff marks over here, now this seam is not so pronounced anymore. Now the contrast is not there. So now there's so much of green, and with a quicker action like Narayan, like Rashid, like now Kuldeep is doing with a straighter run up slightly quicker in the air. It's very difficult to pick out where the seam is. Look at this. Is it which way is it moving? So there's a bit of guesswork that is coming in. So if you're wondering why do the mystery spinners bowl once the ball is a little bit older, why when it's a little bit scruffier, why? Because they want to take advantage and their mystery becomes even more. They are more of an unknown commodity. Already they have some mystery with the hand because they bowl different types of balls. Now because of the way this ball is right now, bat has not been able to figure out the seam because it's got embedded in the ball, and along with so many green grass marks, it's sort of impossible to pick which way it is spinning. And then it becomes a bit of a guesswork, and a mystery becomes an even bigger mystery. Saying, why is it so difficult when you're not being able to figure out? See, when you're trying to hit 4s and 6s and get 10 runs and over, that's what T20 cricket is all about. That's when understanding which way the ball is spinning becomes important. Now in 50 overs, you'll see the Narayans, the Rashid, they're not as successful as they are in T20 because you can still play 4 runs and over. It's good bowling. Even 6 runs and over is supposed to be good bowling in today's day and age, with 300 being par. But in T20 cricket, because you have to get 10, 12, sometimes 14 and over, that's where understanding what is happening. So unless you understand which way it's spinning, you cannot be aggressive. But if I don't understand what's happening, I can still give the full face of the bat and pick up a single here and there, 5 runs and over, one-day cricket, all good. I play out a Rashid Khan for 10:50, 10:45, no problem. I'll make merry with the others. But in T20 cricket, in those 4 overs, you've got to get 10 of Rashid Khan and Sunil Narine and Kuldeep. That's the reason why in T20 cricket, this is more of a baffling issue. I hope you like it.